You know, orange juice, apple juice, purple juice.
This popcorn is fucking great.
Oh, thanks, man.
It is, man.
Yeah, I popped it myself.
I'm hungry as fuck, man.
You just ate a fucking 6-inch sub.
Well,
Who gets a 6-inch sub?
all right, that's 12 inches.
Around.
It was 12 inches wide, so it don't count.
Did you really get a 6-inch?
Are you really that much of a fat?
It's like $1 more for another 6-inch.
Calm down. You got a foot long.
Okay, God, thank you.
Don't take offense to
I
it.
do, as an eater, as someone who eats food and buys food sometimes.
I kind of wish you'd have the option at like other places. Like you can't go to Jimmy John's and they're just giving you the whole thing.
Right.
You really got a 6-inch sub though?
I had 12 inch. That was a foot long. Because I had half of it with pickles and onions, and the other half was regular.
How do you order that? I want half of it with pickles.
I told her that. I was like, put light lettuce on the whole thing. I was like, normally, I would just stop right now. But it's a new year, and I want to try to eat more vegetables, so I was like, put all this shit on there. I got lettuce, I got tomatoes that I don't really get, I got pickles, I got onions,
You trying to get your
and I got olives.
your veggie intakes on a Subway sub?
Yeah, I'm just trying to eat more. I'm tired of like...
You know those aren't real veggies.
I mean, iceberg lettuce is neutral. Doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, but I'm
They have
trying
spinach.
They do, but did you get spinach? Okay.
Why would you not? If you have the option for spinach, get spinach. Spinach is so good for you.
That's a Popeye myth.
That's a Popeye myth. You know what a Popeye myth is that dude putting crack in chicken.
Right.
That's a Popeye myth.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to eat the rest of this popcorn.
It's not expensive. It's like $1.99 for a bag. That was like a quarter bag, half a bag.
It's like all shake now.
Shake?
That's what if you ever bought weed in the hood, and somebody try to give you like all shake, it was like no buds or anything like that. They be like, hey man, what's all this shake?
Just the crumbs?
The crumbs, yeah. But I'm tired of like going to get a sandwich and all I usually get, man, is like light lettuce, if anything. It's always just meat and cheese. Just meat and cheese. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat a Whopper. And I'm gonna get everything on. I'm gonna get mustard, ketchup, pickles, onions, tomatoes, and lettuce. And eat it. Eat the whole fucking thing.
You know what? Try one. Just get a Whopper without the meat.
Nah. It's so gay. No, I'm joking. No, I'm going to get it. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to.
If you.
So much that you do him anything? If anybody listening hasn't seen it, check out the stuttering prick. No, it's like a stuttering kid. It's hilarious. Speaking of which, the stuttering comedian.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
he is.
Pretty good.
I think it sucks that he has that affliction. You know what I mean? And because it'll be really hard. I hope he succeeds, but I think it's going to be difficult when he runs out of material about stuttering. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't want to be a one.
Black people haven't run out of material about being black yet.
Yeah, that shit is old.
No, but it's a difference. I mean, because black comedians they might not run out of material about being black, but their whole set is not about being black. Some comedians it is. Some, but
Black people do it like this. White people do it like this.
But
Isn't that
it's-
old
but-
Simpsons line?
yeah, but some black comics though are not. It's just not all about that. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
have
for
other
sure.
materials. But if you're
sure.
but for him, he's stuttering and he's like his whole set is about how he stutters. Because when he begins to talk, you're like, what the if he did his set without mentioning that he stuttered, you'll be like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? You know what I mean?
So he should always say something about it, like at the beginning, but it doesn't need to have a whole set. You would find it okay if he mentions it early.
You might get kind of sick if that's all he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what I mean?
I'm sick of you, and you're talking about a whole bunch of different stuff.
Right. But if you're watching him for an hour, would the stuttering get like annoying after a while? Like,
Yeah.
this is only going to be a half-hour show, but you turned it into an hour because
Right.
you're saying everything five times.
I got booked for a half-hour special. Couldn't do it. Made an hour.
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. He does like 5 jokes. You're
Right.
like, what the?
And like, look, you only got 20 minutes to do a set, and you go out there, you're just telling a couple jokes.
He was like, hi. My name is my name is Mike, and time's up. All right, great job. I'm like, fuck. But I think he's funny. I think he's very funny, especially the bit about they use his voice for GPS.
Right.
He's like, turn right and turn right and fight rerouting. It's like turn left, turn left, turn left.
U-turn, make a U-turn. Plus, he does have a black girlfriend, which is nice.
I'm so sick of it.
She's gorgeous.
All you white guys dating our fine black sisters,
Taking the raisins.
taking all the raisins out the raisin brand and leaving us the flakes. That's bullshit. We like raisins too.
Well,
But she is fine though, man. And she's so supportive. She was crying.
try and get them 2 scoops.
But I don't understand, why wasn't he working? Oh, maybe because of the rehab? Because it said
Yeah.
he didn't work for like years. She had 4 jobs to... What kind of black woman is going to work 4 jobs for a guy?
Yeah. And then she did it so he can do comedy full time, I think. Or was it to get better in rehab or something? I think so he can do comedy.
Can you
Like,
imagine that?
But you can, man, you can.
That's
okay.
like you finding somebody that would do that for you.
I would love that.
You would...
I would love it.
Well, you almost had it.
Yeah, but you gotta. See, the thing is, though, you have to, to really make it, man. You have to go full time, and you have to take that leap of faith, and quit your job. You do. You have to quit your job because you have to be available. You have to. When people say, "Hey, man, there's this gig in Arizona," you know, especially like in Vegas, it's like 4 hours away. You got to be able to go there and not just let me see
Now,
if I got how much time.
you
I got.
supposedly say you could do it full-time in Vegas.
Yeah. I won't make much money, but I can do it full time in Vegas.
Well, I could do it full time here too.
Well, in
Doesn't mean I'm
Vegas,
gonna make anything.
well, in Vegas, you got L.A. 4 hours away, Salt Lake City like 5 hours away, and Phoenix 4 hours away. So you can always travel to those cities and do the punchline. And there's so many different comedy clubs in that little circle. You know what I mean? So you can always get feature work. And
So, what do you think was the biggest crowd you ever... We may have asked this, I don't know. The biggest crowd you've ever performed in front of?
probably maybe the Marines in Camp Pendleton was a big crowd. Rowdy as hell too, especially when they got drunk.
Shout out San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. It was great because they all dressed up nice, and it was like nice music playing. You know, before the show started, they had bottles of wine on the table, and then towards the end of the show, all the bottles was empty, and they were like all drunk and rowdy. And I remember walking outside, and I heard this one guy was like, "I'm a good fucking Marine, sir. You fucking know." He was crying and shit. I was like, Jesus. It was just wild, man. It was wild, but I loved it. I loved it. Shout out to Master Gunnery
Did he
Sergeant.
give a number
No, he just said Marines.
I think it was like
to all of them?
There's currently how
Just
many
look up how
active?
many Marines are in the
was
world.
there? Maybe
One.
no,
1,000
that's
million?
like 200, 300. No, but then I've done LA Comedy Club when there's like 500 people.
Do you think there's a
So-
certain amount that you would get nervous in front of? Like Kevin Hart walking out into an arena full. I mean, you're obviously
Yeah.
going to work up to that. But-
That would be like if I got on stage right now and there was like
But if like he was coming
2,000.
here and like his opener canceled, like, oh, we need to find some local talent. All right, we'll get Booyah to open up for
I
Kevin
would
Hart.
like fuck that.
You wouldn't do it?
I would do it. Oh yeah.
You ready?
I would.
If
no.
if it was like this weekend coming up,
I would have to do it. I'm not ready. I don't know what. Like if you wanted me to do 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I wouldn't know what 15, 20 minutes do. But I would get ready. I would get ready and I would.
Got to.
You have to, right? You
it's
have
nice to have that in your pocket, just jokes and jokes. And
Yeah, I mean, you have to get ready. It's like Will Smith says it best: "Stay ready, so you don't have to get ready."
who said that?
Will Smith.
He did not say that.
He did say it.
No, he
I
didn't.
didn't say he invented it, but he said it.
He didn't invent words.
But he said it. He said Will Smith said it.
Okay, and you said it too, so I can from now
Just
on I can be
quote-
like, hey,
quote
Booyah
Booyah.
said this.
Yeah. And what's wrong with that?
That's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
I'm done.
So if a person
Stay ready.
if a person says something, but they didn't invent it, it doesn't. It takes it away from. You know what I'm saying?
it does.
No. Okay, so when your teacher teaches you stuff in school, they didn't invent the fucking.
Alex said
encyclopedias
black
or-
people are lazy. I'm not gonna quote that in the future and say
I didn't say that you know of.
No, but I'm saying if somebody says something that makes sense, and I think that's a good idea. I think that's good.
do you think back to the black people being lazy? Mm-hmm. I think they may have a right of being lazy.
Yeah, well, you gotta realize, man, it comes from.
Wait, was this a Chappelle? He did talk about this in the Chappelle.
I don't know. Did he?
It's like black people have a reason to be lazy because we worked our asses off for no money, for nothing.
Yeah, we never develop a real pride of work. You know, from slaves, man, they worked from sun up to sundown, got the shit beat out of them. And while masters sit on the porch in his nice, fine clothes and drinking lemonade, that's why a lot of black people want to sit on the porch. That's why a lot of black people spend so much money on clothes.
You probably would have been the house reading
The
it.
house nigga? No,
Shout out to our previous show.
You know what? But
Jesus.
but I don't know. See, like a lot of people will say, "Oh, I wouldn't have been no house nigga. I'd have been filled. I ain't picking shit, master. You crazy?" And then when you get that hit with that whip across your ass, you'll be surprised what you do. I mean,
You would have been the one in there telling jokes, like, hyping everybody
that
up.
cotton gonna soothe those wounds. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Nah.
Hey, master, I think that guy over there.
Right. And he only bailed 2 bags of hay. I don't know what I would have did, man. I mean, I would like to think I'd have been a field nigga, but shit, you just don't know.
Really?
Man.
Is that what you inspired to be?
No, I mean,
I don't think anybody's.
you only had 2 choices. Either you the field nigga or the house nigga. That's the only 2 choices. So I would have liked to think that I would be a field nigga. You know, the house nigga was a sellout. You know, he was telling on everybody and snitching and had no self-respect. I mean, it was a bad time because those were the only 2 choices. Well, you could have been a free.
A free?
Person too. A free person, you know, up north.
Who wants to ascribe to that though?
Right, but you know, well, you would want to be free.
Wait, what?
I mean, back then though,
They wanted to be free
yeah,
the whole time.
I
yeah.
thought they enjoyed it.
Hell no, hell no.
We have done a bad thing.
But no.
Right. Should we cut this out? We don't have
No.
many black listeners. I
I
think
know,
we're
right?
good.
We got 1, maybe 2. But I definitely think that when it comes to slavery, man, and with modern days, we definitely carry a lot of with slavery in modern day.
Oh.
there's a huge connection for black people and a lot of habits that we still carry from back then to now. Like the way that our women like to perm their hair, like Mrs. Wife and Master's wife, and how we like to sit on the porch, and you know that's why we call porch monkeys. But Master would sit on the porch all day and just and order us around, and we would work from sun up to sundown, get beat, and we had no real sense of pride of working. Like at the end of the day, like I worked, and this is what I gained from it, and this is what I got from it. You know, it makes us feel proud to work. We never had that.
If you had an opportunity to have a whole bunch of people working for you, you didn't pay them anything, you were making tons of money, how would you be like, this is great?
Yeah, of course, and that's why it was done. That's why it was done, because you know they didn't have to work and they had other people doing it. You know, and I mean, look at it now. Look at some of the. I don't want to mention who I work for now, but he has a whole bunch of people doing work for him.
Yeah, but they're getting
He's
paid.
a billionaire. They're getting paid. Yeah, exactly. But back then it was like,
And are they being? I mean, are they being treated fairly? Are they having their rights abused as American citizens or whatever? You know what I mean? So you could talk about like sweatshops in
right.
Vietnam.
Yeah, and
A lot of good men died out there.
there's a was
Right.
it Apple that got that one building over in where is it, China or somewhere?
People just jumping out the
yeah, they
windows.
had to build like they had to put like a net around it. They had to build a net.
It's a trampoline. Just put a trampoline at the bottom.
Get back into work.
And that's what it's written on the bottom of the trampoline. Like, not today, bitch. Get back to work.
They should just put desks down there on the ground.
So when they bounce, they just hit the fuck a desk and get right back to work. Keep working. Right. A whole bunch of feathers, so they don't bounce. They just land softly, and there's a desk right there
And
waiting.
all the iPhone parts are down there.
They don't want to like just not have windows. They'll just do an elaborate landing scheme and stuff. I like that. I like
Spend
that.
all this money into it. Right.
Just yeah.
Is that real though?
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man. I mean, like, I was talking to a coworker, and they were talking about how Trump signed a bill for people to get the millionaires or rich people are getting a big tax break or whatever. And he was, a coworker was like, "That's just what this country needs. So now they're going to stop sending those jobs overseas." No, they're not. They're still going to send them overseas, man, because that's how they're making their money. So because if it was all about keeping jobs here, they would have never went over there in the beginning. But it's the fact that they can get labor for $5 for a product that's $25,000. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they keep doing it? They're going to keep doing it. It doesn't make any sense for them to change it. Oh, you're giving us a tax break. Okay, now we're going to keep jobs over here in this country, and No, it's not going to happen. They're not bringing those jobs back over here.
Just looking at a picture of the Apple factory with that net around. I wonder if it's
Yeah.
like just protecting people below, or it's really
Wait,
catching
an apple
catching
factory?
people.
You mean an orchard?
You know? Is that an iPhone you have there, Mike?
I mean, why don't? Right.
I hope one of these
Oh.
chinks put it together. Can I say that?
Did you say? I thought you said chicks.
Oh, I had a friend. This is
Just real
so-
quick, the person at your work who thought was very happy about the tax code. Was he white or black?
White.
Okay, just curious.
Who said that?
Doesn't mean anything, but just curious.
Dan.
Oh.
And Steve was like, yeah,
Yeah, power.
yeah, exactly. But it's just they're not gonna. Here's the thing, man. If everybody, you're getting offered the red pill or the blue pill, but they're coming out of the same fucking hand, regardless whether you're a Democrat or a Republican.
That's deep.
No, I mean, I'm saying you're getting it's coming out of the same hand, regardless of who it is. We as Americans, and as far as the common man that's worked, we don't have any lobbyists in Washington. There's no lobbyists for us with things that we want. We can write it.
I think we almost would have had one.
We'd have had
Bernie?
Bernie, yeah. But the only thing that,
I mean, he's still not a lobbyist.
But he would have spoke for us more, I think.
yeah, like a liaison, more of a liaison for
Right.
for real common working people though. But right now, let's say, do you know how they just raise up the blood pressure? High blood pressure was just it was just lowered. So now, when high blood pressure was like 140, now you're considered to have high blood pressure when you're 120.
Wait,
So
that happened? I didn't.
Yeah, it's lowered. You can look it up. You just
They
lower.
just changed the number?
Yeah, that's what happens. You get a lobbyist that goes into Washington, and they present a bill, and they all vote on it, and that bill becomes a law. Now here's the
Lobbyists
thing.
don't present bills.
They do.
No, they don't.
What they do? What they don't?
A lobbyist isn't an elected official. They're telling their elected officials, this is what you need to focus on. This is the money you can get, or how it benefits who, what, where.
Yeah, to go to the different streets.
They still have to depend on their legislator to present the bill, to write the bill.
Well, it starts with the lobbyist, though, right? Wouldn't you agree with that? Or
I guess it would start with the person he's lobbying for. I'm not saying they don't have influence. I was just saying how the process works.
So now you have these people to where you're high. Okay, if you're selling blood pressure, a pharmaceutical business, they're selling. Let's say I'm just throwing out a number. I don't know if it's true though, but they make $10 million off of high blood pressure pills, and you're classified as having high blood pressure at 140. Just imagine how many people they missed that was at 120.
Right.
So now they say, well, you know
Baby's
what?
born. Oh, high blood pressure.
Right.
They're
Get them on pills.
So you
They're at 80.
you give them to go down to 120. That's a whole new market. So now you can say, and that's what happens right now.
So what are the people at 140 now considered like? I mean,
Even higher blood pressure. They probably come up
severe.
with another medication that they can
Don't
just
you got
pump
high
them
blood
into them.
pressure?
I do.
You at 140?
I don't know what I'm at because I take the pills, but
Does that make you more afflicted now?
what, taking the pills?
No, changing the number.
That's what I'm curious about.
When's the last
Now
time
you
you
got-
checked your blood pressure? Because you stopped eating meat, so that I'm quite sure it's probably.
Worry about my food intake?
What? Oh, you don't want anybody to know? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a big secret or something?
No, it's not.
Not at all.
Right. Oh, okay. She's like, don't tell anybody I don't eat meat.
I haven't taken my blood pressure in probably last time I was at the doctor a couple years ago.
But yet you take medicine for it
Sure.
right now?
They told
And
me
the
to.
last time you've checked it, is it over a year
Why
ago?
would I check it if I'm taking the pills?
Oh, my God.
You might not have to take them.
Why would I not take
You
them?
are everything that's wrong with everything.
If someone gives me a pill to take, I'm going to take it. I don't understand what the big deal is.
For how long? Like,
Until they told me to stop.
what if they was like,
Why
oh,
would they
shit,
tell you
we
to stop
supposed
if you haven't even gotten measured?
Measured?
You're measuring your blood pressure.
I measure when I go in. And it's good because I'm taking the pills.
When are you going in?
Every
2
other
years
year.
ago. You said 2
Every
years ago.
other year?
I have an appointment next Thursday. Shout out to
In
Borges.
2017 or 2018?
17. So I should know what my blood pressure is now.
You should. You won't. But you should. That's like, I was listening to this podcast about how, I kind of jumped in the middle of
Are
it.
you cheating on our podcast? You can't listen to other podcasts.
About how little things affect so many people around the world. Butterfly effect. Shout out. but it was about the creator of Pornhub and how
Big shout out to
that
him.
has affected, random people around the U.S. and whatnot, and the world. But someone was bringing up some stats to him about the number of high schoolers having sex has gone down. I was like, oh, well, that's great. That's great. Well, it's gone down because the accessibility of porn and it's also the rise of dysfunctional relationships and erectile dysfunction have shot up. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's great. That's great too. That's great for the pharmaceutical companies. So
where there's a negative, there's a positive.
Right, something's always good for some company.
So man, that's funny though.
I don't believe that could be a cause.
Masturbation gone up?
Erectile dysfunction. So that means Kleenex sales are probably through the roof. Kleenex and lotion.
Through the roof.
Lotions, yeah.
Why do you think they added aloe?
You gotta thin it out.
There's a company that's also offering one sock as a company. You've been buying socks in pairs for years. Now just buy one sock. Who needs one sock?
You know who.
But then they have a guy with like one leg.
They're only in the men's department.
Right.
And it's not in shoe sizes, it's in other types of sizes.
Right. Gallon sizes. It comes in gallons.
How many times are you using it?
Right. Forever.
Oh,
Forever, like luggage. Use that
Right.
shit forever. So I wonder, has masturbation gone up?
I mean, I would just surmise that it has. I think that's part of the whole point. The trend is get your jolly somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of relationships have been failing.
I have a buddy. Did I ever tell you the story? This is so funny, man. I have a friend in Vegas named Kevin Winnie. He in his summers, it's like his summer camp, like a church camp or whatever. They had this thing where like you would pick a partner and they were like your sponsor, like your masturbation sponsor. So like if you ever got the urge to masturbate, you would call this person up and they would like kind of talk you out of masturbating because it was like bad and God is looking at you. It's not nice. Well, what happened was it ran out of partners and he had to get a girl partner. And he was like, and she was like, it was so weird because like sometimes she was calling like, oh man, Kevin, I want to touch myself.
Go ahead.
And he was like, no, you shouldn't want to do that. But he was like jacking off and shit. Like,
Tell me more of what you want to do.
Tell me more of what you're not supposed to do. He's like jerking off.
All right, I gotta go.
Right, I gotta go. He's like, yeah, you shouldn't do that.
I got another call coming in.
Right, I got another call coming in. Oh, this is my foot. This is my stop. Well, shout out to Kevin Winnie. That's so funny, man. And, she was like, oh, Kevin, I want to touch myself.
Wait, so what made him want to get into that business, to be a mentor?
No, he was a student. He went to the church or the school or whatever, and part of the program that they were in was like
that was part of a church program.
Yeah, like no masturbation or some shit like this. Masturbation is bad. God don't want you to do it, and they would have.
It probably relieves a lot of stress.
Oh, hell
It's got to be good for you. I don't understand how it could be bad. It's got to be good.
What about the amount, though? Excessive amount?
Is there an excessive amount? Like,
yeah.
I really don't.
There's a kid that died from it, man.
Okay.
Heard about that?
I really don't think there's an excessive amount. I think one time a day is like fine.
I got nothing to say. I got no proof, and it's got to be very individual.
I think it's to each his own.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people,
Godspeed, Mike.
5 times a day could be
coming.
normal for somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody be like, look at Mike and be like, what? Only once a day? That's it? And another person might be like, oh my God, I could do it only once a week. I mean, it's each his own.
Right.
You know?
I mean, there's
What do you
sex
think the most
drives.
in a day somebody's doing it?
The kid that died, whatever he did, that's the limit.
What's the cause of death?
He masturbated. I don't know how, but he like died.
Jerked off his life.
It was like 140.
He was hitting it so hard he fell out a window. What? Didn't have a
I don't
trampoline
know.
at the bottom.
Just
Building an iPhone and went on Pornhub
Jerking
on
off
the
at
iPhone
an
that he
Apple
built.
factory.
But I don't know how many
That's a
times it
callback.
was. Callback. I don't know who counted, but it's like 140 or something. Though. You should Google that.
Do you
on
think
your,
that you could have a
iPhone.
stand-up show of just this, but in front of people, just talking?
Yeah.
They have live podcasts all the time.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah, it's a
It's
thing.
a thing.
Maybe we should do it.
It's
and
like
get-
you just found out that Santa
We are
Claus
not
is- you're like,
good.
what?
Maybe we should get a partnership with Carnival, and we'll go on the Carnival cruise ships, and we'll do this.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. And we
That's
just paid you to sit down.
5.8 times an hour.
Do you want me to talk to my guy?
5.8 times an hour is the time that you'll die if you do it.
No,
You'll die
140 times.
How many?
Basically,
140 times.
Who's counting?
you said
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What you say now?
5 times an
they
hour.
did 140 times.
I think like 140 times. He died.
That's nearly once a minute. I mean, after your second time, how you able to do that in a minute?
Look it up. Look up the kid dies from masturbating. I don't know. I mean, I probably got the numbers wrong.
What a death! What a way to go out.
That's horrible.
I don't.
I would hate. See,
Definitely,
I have a fear.
I'm calling fake news on that one.
Can you go blind from it too?
I don't know. I've heard that, and I heard your palms get hairy. But I do have a fear of dying while I masturbate. That's why, like when I'm masturbating, I'm enjoying it. But as soon as I come, I'm like clean up fucking immediately. Like I do not want my roommates
Instant
to find
regret,
me.
instant
like,
shame and guilt.
yeah,
and
I
regret.
just don't want to.
All these people that have died have done it because they've added something to it, like asphyxiation.
A revolver.
Right.
Playing Russian roulette.
Heart attack after attempting to get a blowjob from a vacuum cleaner.
Wait, heart attack?
Do you know when you clean your vacuum, you yourself are a vacuum cleaner?
I know, right?
Dude, I literally was a vacuum cleaner today.
Were you?
I was this big.
How?
It's a Steve Martin thing. Yeah, I was cleaning a vacuum. It's not funny.
But it's ironic that
I don't know if it's ironic.
you're a vacuum cleaner. You are the vacuum cleaner. Shout out to the game of life. Anybody play the game of life?
Never have.
I'm living it. I'm losing.
Right. There it is.
I think, but so yes, I clean up immediately afterwards. Like I'm so afraid of getting, like I mean, just imagine like somebody coming like, "Hey, you going to work today?" and you just fucking just croaked out with shit all in your hand.
What do you care? You're dead.
Yeah, but still though, man.
Trying to like have a legacy? What do you
No.
care? You're dead.
But still though, I have a daughter and I have friends. I don't want to be seen like that. You know what I mean? They looking at me in the castle. You know, he was jacking off and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's on
What,
your
a, way- it's a,
obituary.
what a better way for a comedian to go out?
You know, yeah.
It's funny.
Die
You want to have a
jacking
funny
off
death.
Like a
I don't want to.
You don't want to have a funny death?
No, hell no.
Die like you lived.
I think
Hilarious.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a script from Vincent O'Shannon's page, and I want everybody in my room, and I want to be like, okay, I got $350,000. I didn't tell you guys. I hit it right under the. That's how I would like to go. People like, wake the fuck up! Like that'd be great to go that way.
Do you guys know that this year Ash Wednesday is on Valentine's Day and Easter is on April Fool's Day?
No.
No.
Ash Wednesday is on April Fool's Day.
No, Easter is.
Easter is on April Fool's Day, and Ash Wednesday is on Valentine's Day.
He is risen.
Wow.
Got him again?
Got him again. The big one. What if he was playing at like I got a great gig. He's going to be so funny. It's going to take about 2017
Shit.
years. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
Comes back on this one.
All right.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right. Well, until
Until he rises.
Until Christ rises, we're gonna sign off and wait for him to come back and heal us all.
I just
and
hope
forgive us for our masturbating sins.
I just hope it's after 2 weeks because I have Jay-Z tickets for tomorrow.
For tomorrow?
Yes.
Where are you at?
In Cleveland.
Okay.
Yes.
Check out Booyah in
Thanks for
Cleveland
ruining my
tomorrow
fucking
night.
joke. What, really? Jay-Z?
Have a good night. My Friends Podcast.
Peace.